Alright folks, Happy New Year and a belated Merry Christmas. Hope you all had a really nice time. It was pretty good, aye. Nice to be off work and get a few beers down your neck and sample some homebrew without having to worry about driving the next day and stuff. So I've got a few things here, so I just thought I would make it a bit of a video about lots of different stuff, but I suppose better crack a beer open, and this is one that was given to me by Beer Lover 25. Thank you very much, sir. It is a heritage lager. Now he left this round at my house the last time we had a bit of a night, a wee fire out in the garden, but I've been kind of saving it and just I haven't really had much time to do a video on it. I wanted to do an actual video, so here we go. So I think, right, it was bottled on about the 20th of November. It's now the, what, 8th of January. So been in the bottle a wee while. So yeah, let's crack it open and see. In the meantime, I can tell you roughly what I think is in it. Hairy glass. Nice wee bit of hiss there. It's looking promising. So yeah, it was a Cooper's Heritage Lager. Added to that was, here we go, it's getting a bit busy there. A can of Cooper's light malt extracts. Put in 150 grams of biscuit malt and 150 grams of carapils. He put in between 30 and 40 grams of Liberty hops, sort of flame out type thing, and then another 30 or 40 grams of Liberty dry hopped for about 10 days as well. Oh, that's creeping up the bottle, mate. Have a look at that, and that is well chilled. So that could be quite a lively number. Non-widgeted glass, so let's get it in there before it comes out the top. I know the last time you were talking about this on video, it hadn't been in the bottle very long and you thought it was a bit undercarved, so I think time has done its thing. It's looking pretty good. Let's just try not to get the yeasties in. There we go. Looking pretty good. I mean, the glass is a little bit frosted, but it doesn't look hugely clear. Let me just stick the bottle over here. Not that that's neither here nor there, you know, it has been hopped, so maybe that's just a bit of hoppage. But it's chilled right down, and I've got a bit of a thirst on, so I'm quite looking forward to this. Nice head, it's looking good. Carbonation's pretty, I don't know if you can see much in camera there, but it's pretty busy. But yeah, I think it should be for that style. Ooh, that smells lovely. Definitely get a bit of the hops on the aroma. But as with beers of that kind of style, you don't get a massive amount of smell. But yeah, getting the hops on that, let's dive in. Choking. That's lovely. Yeah, good job on that, Andy. I don't know if you've got many of these left or if you've been trying them lately, but do you hear my phone there? That's probably him like that. Have you done that review yet in my Heritage Lager? Only kidding. Very tasty indeed. As you know, not a great beer reviewer because I'm just pretty crap at describing stuff, but definitely getting the hops off that. It's not bang in your face like an IPA, but it is there. And he was talking of a sort of lemony, spicy tone off the Liberty hops. Never had Liberty hops before, but I see where he's coming from in that, but very, very pleasant. That's fantastic. I'd be well happy with that, mate. Definitely. Cheers. Well, I won't spend too much time trying to describe it because, as I say, I'm not very good at it. But it's slipping down a treat. So I've written a few things down here. Normally I like to just shoot from the hip, and but usually at the end of the video I'm like, shit, I totally forgot to say that, blah 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 blah. So I thought I would just note a few things down just to sort of ramble on about while I'm enjoying this. So yeah, Christmas Day, that was good. I was down at my girlfriend's mum's house, and there was quite a lot of folk round, and I took down 2 cases of beer, a sort of mixed bag, if you like. Took some of the Yulbrig, the spicy winter ale, which went down a treat. Took down some Pilsner, again good, and also took down the wheat beer. And one of the guys who was there had a wheat beer first and just never shifted off it all night. He was just like, yep, rack them up, loving that. So he was more than happy. So yeah, that was really nice to be able to sort of just supply people for the day with beers, man. It was great. And there was no sort of, yeah, it's lovely, tipping it in the flower pot and all that, you know. Everybody genuinely seemed to like what was on offer. I think I mentioned before, but I made a limoncello as well. And the first time I've done that. I mean, there's not much to it, but I mean, it was definitely worth trying, you know, and I'd definitely do it again. It was lovely. And the only other time I've had limoncello was in Italy, so it's the only thing I've got to compare it to, but very, very comparable, I would say. I won't go into too much detail, but you're meant to use sort of grain spirit, you know, the super high volume stuff, but it's kind of hard to get here, you know. But they did say you could use vodka as well. I'll put a wee link down below to the website that I went to for the particular technique that I used. I printed it out. That's kind of it there, but I shall put a link, as I say. But this guy who wrote this basically got the sort of technique, if you like, from it's like a place in New York, and they use an old sort of Sicilian method. So most videos, if you go on YouTube for limoncello, it's people, they basically will use like a peeler, and they'll just peel the rind, peel the skin into the grain or vodka, whatever, and let it steep, and that's how it works. But this particular technique is kind of weird, and that's why I thought I'm going to let it try that, because I don't believe it would work. And you just get a big jar and put your alcohol on the bottom, and then you suspend 2 lemons in a cheesecloth in a jar. So it's one of those sort of Kilner jars. So you suspend them, flip the jar over, click it down, so the lemons are just hanging there, but they don't hang inside the actual liquid itself. There's a gap, and they just hang there for a month. And for the first few weeks I'm looking at the vodka and it was totally clear, and I'm thinking that is doing nothing. But over time it just started dripping off the bottom, you know, and the alcohol just basically starts, I don't know, if you're just kind of breaking them down, I suppose, you know what I mean, and releasing the oils and what have you. And gradually the vodka was going yellow, you know. And the cheesecloth was all getting stained, even the bit that was hanging out the jar was kind of creeping up as well, and I thought, magic, that's working. And then you just let them hang there, and then for a month, and then you zest another couple of fresh lemons, put them in, put in a little bit of make a sugar syrup, just sugar and water, and a little pan, heat it up, put it in, let it infuse for only 15 minutes, and then just strain it, and then bottle it, stick it in the freezer. It's the place to keep it because it doesn't freeze, because it's, you know, high in alcohol. And then like after a meal or whatever, just a wee blast of that. Don't even have to take it as a shot, but just a wee sipper. Oh, it's just amazing, man. It was beautiful. It really was. So I'd make that again, and I'd highly recommend giving it a try. For the sake of a bottle of cheap vodka, probably under 10 anyway, like 8-9 quid maybe. And a couple of lemons. Definitely worth a go. So that was that. As I say, put a link down below to the site that I went to, and you can try it for yourself. Yeah, the Yulbrig. Yeah, I'm going to probably do a separate tasting video on that, because believe it or not, I think I've only got 1 bottle left. I made a whole batch. It was like 40 pints. I even did, you know, the labels and all that, but it was mainly for giving away. But man, I'm kind of kicking myself a wee bit now, to be honest. It was nice to be nice and go, yeah, beers, enjoy that, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, shit, I haven't really kept any at all. And it's really nice. I really like it, man. I would make it again, just for myself, just not even as a sort of special Christmas winter warmer type thing, but just as a beer. It's lovely, man. I mean, it ended up fruity. I don't know how it got fruity, but it did. It was just full of spices and stuff like that, and a Cooper's kit. But it turned out just lovely, man. Really, really nice. In fact, the last remaining bottle is in my fridge. I'll show you. Now, most of the bottles are just your sort of standard pint bottles, but I did 4 in these bottles here, and you can see, hopefully you can see like the label and stuff like that. I don't know if that's very well lit, but it just looks really nice in those bottles. They're Aspall's cider bottles. So I had 4 of them, and I did them, and then I think they look really nice. But I'll crack that open on camera and we can have a wee taste. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually putting another batch on now. Maybe change it slightly, because there's a couple of spices in there that I don't think were really coming through. But yeah, I'll go into that more in that other video, but I think I'm going to put on a batch now and keep it till Christmas, so by then it's just going to be out of this world. So yeah, another video for that. I just wanted to mention it. I gave a kind of shout out to a few people on the last video, just people that sort of I've been enjoying watching, you know, over the year and stuff like that. And one guy that I'm pretty sure I missed out, and I meant to give a mention to, and I forgot. So if I did, I'm really sorry. I think I did, but I'll give it a mention now. Is Cider Meister. Now, I just love the fact that this guy is doing something pretty different. You know, there's not many people out there planting orchards in their garden, and he just seems like a really nice, humble guy who's doing his thing, and it's just nice. You know, sometimes the people on YouTube are a wee bit showy in what they do, man, and this guy just seems really genuine, down to earth, really interested in what he's doing, and I'm digging your vibe, mate, so keep it going, you know, and I look forward to a bit of you know, comments on each other's videos and stuff like that, and get that kind of vibe happening. And I'll tell you what, if I'm up north, I'm going to pay you a visit, mate, because I think that'd be great. And I do kind of go up north and do a wee bit of travelling about with my missus and that, so yeah, might pay you a visit sometime, mate, and if you're down in Glasgow, give me a shout. So yeah, kind of other thing that was pretty funny happened over the festivities. It was my girlfriend's birthday on the 28th of December, and we went out for a few drinks with some other people, and we managed to get a babysitter just for a couple of hours. So Andy, as in Beer Lover 25, had told me about this beer that is a sort of limited edition beer that Williams Brothers do around about Christmas time. It's called Nollig, and he thought I might quite like it. So he told me that there was a pub in Glasgow that sold it, and I've been trying to get down there to taste it, and every time I try and go there, something happens and I couldn't get it. So I was like, Kim, right, we've got a little hour or so here, so let's go to the pub and let's try this beer. So yeah, off we went, way down to the pub, got up to the bar and ordered it. Just comes in half pints, because it's like 7% or something like that, and you just can have little half pints. So ordered mine up, went to take a sip, turned round, and who's sitting there? Beer Lover 25 and his missus. So that was just like, this was meant to happen, you know, absolute total fate playing its hand. So it was really nice actually just to be able to sit in a pub at Andy as well, you know, and just shoot the shit over a couple of beers. That was really nice. So yeah, weird things happen, you know, but there you go. So the Nollig, yeah, I actually thought the Nollig was very like my Yule Brig. I honestly do. Andy seemed to disagree with me, but I think it was, and one of my friends has tried it and also tried my Yule Brig, and he said the same. So there you go, take that as you will. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, or maybe Andy doesn't know what he's talking about. We'll need to suss that out this year. Anyway, yeah, my crazy stout, my coffee, oatmeal, cinnamon, chocolate, milk stout that I did is now in the bottle, but it was weird. Kind of freaked me out a bit. I still don't really understand it, so I'll tell you what the story is, and I'll see if anyone can shed any light on this, because I'm still not sure what happened. Okay, so I put a lot of lactose in it, just because I had quite a lot left in the bag and I just dumped it in. So my OG was 1050, but my final gravity, and that was after over 3 weeks in the fermenter, nearly 4. And my final gravity was 1024, which makes it come out at 3.4. And I know that people have said that if you put lactose in your beer, it will finish higher. Of course it will, you know what I mean? Because it's a non-fermentable sugar, so it will end higher. But surely it would bump up your OG by the same amount. Basically, if there's enough potential in that kit, the Cooper's Stout kit, if there's enough potential in that to make, say, a 4.5% beer, and you just add a shitload of lactose to that, then the OG will go up by the correct margin, and you'll still end up with the same sort of gravity of beer. So why is there something about putting the lactose in that stops the potential being reached of the original beer that you were brewing anyway? I don't know, I don't quite understand it, but if anyone can sort of concisely tell me why that is, because it's been a bit of a head scratcher, I would really appreciate it. So I can't wait to taste that, man. It's just been a bit of a mission, that beer, and it's now in the bottle, so let's see how that goes. What else? Yeah, I've got the Festival Golden Stag in the fermenter at the moment. That is in the bin, so to speak, and that's got a pretty big cap of foam on it, so it's definitely doing its thing. I've heard great things about that kit, so I'm really looking forward to tasting that. That's about it at the moment. I think I've probably rambled on long enough, but I also just wanted to say thanks very much. I've got some new subscribers. I think actually it was maybe after Hanworth Homebrew maybe saw a couple of my videos or maybe mentioned me or something like that, and I think maybe I've got some of his subscribers, so thanks a lot, Dan. I really appreciate it if that's what happened. But hi to the new subscribers, thanks very much for subscribing, and yeah, I'm starting to get a few people now, which I totally didn't expect, so thanks very much. And it'd be nice to maybe hit 100, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think it was 70 something at the moment. So yeah, that's about it. I should probably have been drinking more of this as I went, but kind of got a bit sidetracked. So I'm going to head off now and sit down and enjoy the rest of that. Andy, cheers mate, thanks very much for that, and let there be many more beer swaps over the coming year. Oh yeah, one other thing just before I go. A good friend of mine is turning 40 and having a party, and she came to me and said, would you like to supply the beer for the party? And I'm thinking, bloody hell, that's a bit of an undertaking, but we've decided that me and 3 other people are going to do it. So we're all going to put on a batch each. We'll get like 40 pints each. It's quite a lot of beer. So we're going to supply pretty much the beer for her party. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Probably just keep it simple, do some kits, but there you go. Keep you up to date with that one. Who knows how it might go. Right, all the best folks. Bye.